has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 119 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 5.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5. And the Chargers first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Down inside the 40. You look at this Baltimore defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert operating from the red zone for Keenan Allen. That's complete.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
The Ravens coming in looking for win number 6 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Jackson will throw again.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The numbers for Andrews last week.
6 catches, 53 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. His throw incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Elliott is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers 3-yard line.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Holding offense.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Jackson. Flush to his right. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive spans 13 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. These two teams all tied after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, what a juke into space. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 41 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The York on now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Jackson now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And it's a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off, here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, he and his offense was staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. A little juke. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. The Ravens on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 68 yards. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. Here's Herbert now on second down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. And that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Los Angeles.
On 1st and 10, Herbert across the formation. He's got a man. That's Allen. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 46. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll begin in the AFC North. Longtime rivals colliding. Pittsburgh heading east to take on Cleveland. And it's the Browns who are out on top. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they have the lead over the visiting Washington Commanders. Darnell Mooney, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And that one all tied. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. As we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Now a toss here, short side. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Jackson's going to keep it. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are back within a score. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
On first down, Justin Herbert. A short one here, caught by McBride. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Back to throw here, Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was to the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. And Jackson throwing once more. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he's going to have it by 20. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Jackson on first down. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Again, Jackson. That one complete to Elliott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. For the lead, here's third and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. His third rushing touchdown on the year and fourth overall. And the Ravens put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead.
And this is a type of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. L.A. set to take over again on offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff running through the middle. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Jackson looking to throw on third. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Second down and 4.
Second and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Herbert now.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Going for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yards. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Herbert going to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Herbert. This taken in by Downs.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Herbert.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 31-28. A little under 30 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jackson.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's what it's been like all game long. Everything just a fraction off. Remember, all they're doing here is looking to get into field goal range. But right now, that's a tall task with the way this defense is playing. And with time, a huge factor as well.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Now Jackson.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts
That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get into overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Fighting through, he's got space. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 139 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. First throw in overtime for Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Los Angeles.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert steps away to his left. And Herbert going to slide to his stop, and he has a 1st down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens 7-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. York able to send this one through.
And they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Holding. Offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept
Through an opening, and there he goes. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down.
And you just had the feeling when they took the field for this drive, they meant business. They knew a field goal would keep the game going, but a touchdown would end it here in overtime. And that nearly did it right there. What a play to put them in position to win this ball game.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7.
At the 45-yard line.
Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Asante Samuel on the coverage.
Throwing. Jackson.
Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
On third down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
Jackson to throw. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. And the Chargers are going to win this football game here in overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for L.A., they continue to put themselves in position for a first round.